What's up, guys? It's Weds here again, and let's talk about the Titan and Devour. So you thought the Titan was OP. Now think about now you give the Titan Devour. It's all around awesomeness. In any case, so let's go. I'll show you the build that you need to run, or I've been running, and it's pretty good, especially in hard content. So let's go first to the fragments and also the aspect. Go inside the class, and I'll show you what we're running. So those are not too important, but they're good. And this is the vortex grenade for this season. You need to run this because this is the best grenade in the game right now, so don't make the mistake not using it. And then for the aspects, we are using the controlled demolition. This is not new. Controlled demolition has been around, but it is a lot better now because it's all about exploding targets and your avoidability and also the volatile explosion. So I don't need to read all that stuff, but you get 2 fragment slots for using this, so that's also a good thing. And also we're using Bastion. That's a lot of survivability, so whenever you cast your super, you get that overshield. And also when you use your barricade, so your barricade, it is very good now for you to get some health as soon as you feel like you are in trouble. So get a lot of resilience and you'll get your barricade as fast as you can. That way you can stay alive a lot longer. So let's go with the fragments. For the fragments, I am running the Echo of Undermining. Echo of Undermining, it's like having suppressive darkness. You throw your grenade on an enemy so they are weak. Now you can do more damage to them. You'll see a lot of yellow numbers and you do a lot of stuff to them, slow them down and stuff like that. So even though you lose 20 discipline, but it is good to go. And then we're also running Echo of Starvation. This is the new one that you get for the Titan that gives you Devour. If you know how Devour works, whenever it procs, that means you have your health regeneration fully. So as long as you keep killing enemies, that means you cannot die. You keep getting your health back. So that's how it works. Now with this fragment, whenever you pick up an orb, you get the 5 seconds Devour. So you keep killing enemy, then it keeps increasing, it keeps going and going. So you see where I'm going with this. So this is why the Titan is being so OP right now. So you need to fix this. So put this in your build. Wherever you are going to be good to go. And for the last fragment, we are running Echo of Expulsion. This is good. This is really good. Pick this up. Plus you get plus 10 intellect when you use this fragment. You are blowing people up. It is all around good. So there are a lot of other options, but you know, those 3 options are very good. Now for the weapon, you are going to run your weapons based on the activities that you are doing. So if you are doing Legend or Master Law Sector, then you are going to choose based on what kind of champions you have to deal with. So we are not going to dwell too much on the weapon, but I want to say this bow right here, if there is any content that requires you to deal with barrier champions, this is a very good option. This bow is probably one of the best bow that I've seen or used in a long time in this game. So you need this bow. So I have this one with Dragonfly, but the most important thing about this bow is this perk right here, Land Tank. This is turning you into a tank. Basically every time you kill an enemy, then you got that damage resistance, you got increased resilience. It is very good and it procs very often, especially with this bow with Dragonfly. This is very good. So make sure you get yourself one of these bows. You can also craft this if you have the opportunity to do so, but you can also find a good one. So make sure you get yourself one. So whenever you need to use a bow, then you go with that because survivability is off the chain. And as far as, you know, heavy, you know, just whatever you need to use based on what you are doing. Now let's go over to the mods to show you what synergizes with what we are trying to do. So in the helmet, the first mod that we are using is Elemental Armaments. Elemental Armament is what we use to get Elemental Wells. So we are using a Void Bow and we are using a Void subclass. That means every time we get about 7 kills, we'll get a well and we pick up that well, and you'll see why the well is important for this build. And then the next mod, we are using Harmonic Siphon. This is one of the new mods that you can use. But this one, every time you kill an enemy with the weapon that matches your subclass, that means I'm running a Void Bow. So every time I kill enemy with that bow, I will get an Orb of Power to drop, and I will use that Orb of Power. That way I can get Devour to proc. Now once Devour proc and I keep killing stuff with that bow, with the perks that I have on that bow, it is a lot of orbs creating. So Make sure you use this in your build. You can also use psionic forging, which is the one that you use to increase the duration of land tank. The one that I was telling you that can turn you into a tank. You can use that if you want, but I like this because I'm running Devour, so that means I can proc Devour without ever relying on anyone to create orbs for me or any other weapons to create orbs for me. So make sure you pick this up. And for our third mod, we are using an ammo finder. So whatever weapon you are using, since I'm using a rocket launcher, that's what we use. And we want that resilience for the Titan because that's what's going to allow you to get your barricade as fast as possible. So the more resilience you get, the better it's going to be for you. So let's go to the arm. Now for the arms, we are running taking charge. Taking charge is something that I will always use as long as orbs exist in this game. So I'm using this to get charged with light, and you will see why. It's because we are using protective light. So this one is going to help us with that mod. And then the next two mods are going to be based on what activity that you were doing, what kind of champions you have to deal with. So that's that. And more resilience like we talked about. And for our chest piece, we are using the crest of Alpha Lupit. This is one of the best exotic for the Titan. This exotic is not only good for you when you're playing solo, it's also good when you're playing with your team, because whenever you pop your super, you create an extra orbs for them. But the other thing for you is that whenever you pull up your barricades, you get your health back. So if you feel like you're in trouble, pull up that barricade, and plus what we have in the aspects, that turns you into a tank. That's why this is so good. Now, as far as the mods, I'm using Front of Mind. That way, whenever I pick up a well, then I get extra damage for my weapon. So this is a very good thing. It's only 1 energy cost. So, you know, it's from the artifact. So, you know, make sure you pick this up. Second mod, we are using the Concussive Dampener. This is one of the better mods that gives you the resistance that you need. That way you stay alive a lot longer. And then with these new mods, we have the Thermoshock Plating. This one not only protect you for solar, it also protect you for arc. So you got 2 for 1 here. And also, you know, we need some discipline because we need those vortex grenades to come as fast as possible. And for our leg armor, we are using protective light. This is one of the best survivability mods in the game. Even though they say it is nerfed, it's still one of the best. No matter what anybody tells you, this is one of the best mods to keep you alive. Especially you're gonna be picking up orbs, so every time you pick up those orbs, then you get that charge with light, and then whenever you're in danger, then it procs and you stay alive. And then of course we're using this from the artifact. That way we can get more ammo for whatever weapons that we're using. Since we are in this season, the rocket launcher is very prominent, then we use that one. It's only 1 energy. And then we're using Absolution, always a good mod to pick because it helps with all your abilities. So make sure you pick this up if you need to. And also we are using Recovery. So Recovery is very good in the game. So make sure you get some wherever you can get it. And lastly, for our class armor, we are using the first one is Volatile Flow. Volatile Flow is mandatory in this season. Pick this up because it helps you explode things. That's what you need this for. So make sure you get this. I don't have to read everything for you, so you know the deal. And also we are running Lucent Finisher. This from the artifact. This is very good, especially when you are playing solo. This is very, very good. So every time you finish a champions or a light bearer, then you get heavy ammo for your heavy weapon. And for the third mod, it's going to be dependent on what you are doing. So especially if you are doing any activity that deals with overload champion, you know how annoying they are, then you need this. Only 1 energy, then pick this up. It stun the champion without you worrying about using your weapons, and you are good to go. And add some more resilience where you can, and you should be good to go. Anyway guys, that's all we have for this Devour Titan. Go out there, try this out and see how you like it. I'm pretty sure you are going to be fine and you are going to like this. And you can also tweak it to your liking and go out there and get them. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.